Hello and welcome back to Crafts of Note. My name is Crystal and we are at my favorite video to make of the month, the monthly makes. I don't know, it's just fun to look over everything you did in the month, like accomplishment list and everything. And for this month, it was a little interesting. I got through some of my things on my plans list and some that I didn't because I had a few surprise projects in there that were time consuming and some that were a little frustrating. Kind of led me to lose a little bit of my mojo for sewing towards the end of the month because there were 3 frustrating projects in a row. And so I didn't make as much in the last week, but I still got quite a few things done that I really wanted to make this month. So the first thing I'm going to show you is actually the top that I am wearing. This is the McCall's 6963 t-shirt top, and it has a cowl neck option. There's a deeper cowl, which is what I made, and a slightly less. And there was some sleeve options, and I did the short sleeve and then I lengthened it a little bit because I like having my sleeves go to this length. And then this is a Palmer Pletch fit one. I didn't do the tissue option of fitting, I just kind of made it. And then I added about an inch at the hip just because my measurements from like here up match the pattern and my measurements of the hip don't. Then my hip is a little bigger. But this is that double brush poly from Joanne in this cool watercolor floral print. And I will give you a tour with my hair out of the way. And I really like the length. I think, ironically, one thing that I want to do more of in my sewing is to make more t-shirts that fit properly. I was talking about that because some of mine are too short, or I don't like how they fit. And they tend to shrink up and look terrible. So I like this one, and I definitely want to make it again. Probably in some stretch velvet or some plain colors of different knits or jerseys. It's definitely for stretch knits. And I think that would look pretty cool. The next thing I made was a Berkeley bra in this really cool purple and blue, and I have some close-up footage for you of that. So this is the Berkeley bra that I made, and I got this really cool like electric blue and purple stretch lace from AliExpress. And then all of my purple findings, which you can actually see better on the other side of the bra, all the purple findings are from Bra Builders. And I really love it, especially how the Gothic arch looks. So cool on the inside. Like, it's always great when you like the look of the inside of the bra, right? And this one is when I did fit alterations to it, to the upper cup. And so I had taken in right here, and it fits much better. And I love how this looks. I think it's a really cool purple and blue bra, and I've got some better pictures that I will add in here as well. And this one is very stretchy, although somehow it came out with the band being smaller than the last one I made, and I have no idea how that happened. Then one of the frustrating patterns was the Katharine dress by Sonia Estep. This is what came in my ThreadCrate this month with this emerald green Modal fabric. And this one was frustrating because there was some issues with the pattern cutting out, and I just didn't like certain things about it. And I have some footage. I wore this for work for one of my days this week, and I filmed it as I had worn it all day so I could show you things that happened. So I'll put that footage in now. So this is the Katharine dress by Sonia Estep Patterns, and this is the ThreadCrate dress of the month for April. And it came with this green Modal fabric from ThreadCrate that they put with a matching thread. And here are my thoughts about this dress. For one, for the maxi version, this fabric does not work. It's really, really stretchy and heavy, and the whole thing just sinks as you put it on. The pattern doesn't even have stabilization for seams in it. It just recommends the waist. And you can see I'm 5'10". My natural waist is here, but it's sitting here on this dress because it's already sunk, and it's lower on the sides than it is in the middle. And that is just because of the weight of the fabric, and it's so stretchy, just pulling it down. And I even put elastic in my side seams to try to help prevent that, and the waist. And then also the flutter sleeve isn't very fluttery on the upper size range, and it's kind of just like a weirdly big sleeve. It doesn't flutter necessarily. And I also hated that there was no cutting layout for this pattern, because if you did not cut the skirt first, you absolutely could not get both skirt pieces on the fold, and I cut the top part first, thinking I was being very careful so there'd be plenty of fabric. So the back is 2 pieces, even though it should be 1, because I couldn't get it out any other way. and it is extremely clingy to the body. This fabric too, especially in this cut. So overall, it's like okay. I'm not very thrilled with this dress, and I'm not thrilled with some of the like pattern instructions and or look. But I think in a much more stable knit fabric, it would be better. Although I do really like the color of this dress and I like the flow and stuff, but it's not my favorite thing. And even as I've worn it today, I wore it for work, it just has sunk a little bit even more as I've worn it. And just not ideal. I would definitely, if you're gonna make this dress, use a more stable knit that is less stretchy and able to hold its recovery, and definitely stabilize all the seams in the side and the shoulder and the waistline, especially if you're going to use a stretchy fabric. If you got the ThreadCrate, I would highly recommend all of these ideas to you, or maybe don't make the maxi length before you do it, and be aware that it will cling and show everything when you wear it. But overall, it's okay. It looks alright, and it's wearable. I just not super thrilled by it, but I will give you a close-up of the back. Close-up of the front. I made the V-neck, the flutter sleeve option. Also the V-neck has been sinking too as I've worn it, and it's now down to like wait right here. Probably was a low V-neck anyway, but still, I just feel like the whole dress keeps sinking on me. The next thing that I ended up working on was one of the surprise ones that was kind of frustrating. I'm a music teacher, and one of my students asked me to help her tailor her prom dress. And she asked me on a Sunday night, and she needed it by Friday that week. I got it on Monday afternoon, and it was crinkle chiffon. And if you have any experience with that fabric, you know that that is outrageously annoying to sew. You can't iron it, it doesn't stay where you want to put it, it's very shifty, it can stretch, and it was a pain. She needed 6 inches off her hem, and she needed her straps taken in, and she needed her bust tacks put back in because all 4 had been popped out. She got the dress on clearance. And it was a pain in the butt. I'm not an experienced tailor seamstress for that kind of thing, but it looked great. I have some video footage and some picture footage that I'll have put up with it. And it looked great. It wasn't the most elegant solution down at the bottom, but it had these little waterfalls of like extra panels of fabric that would drape really prettily. But hemming that was a nightmare because they connected to the seam, so you either had to undo the whole seam and risk shredding the chiffon, or I ended up doing a rolled hem on my serger because I tried to do the hand rolled hem on the sewing machine and it didn't work. I spent hours on it. Her parents were very nice and she was very nice, and they were very, very thankful, and they compensated me for doing it, but whew, it was a tough one. Definitely like one of the most frustrating things I've ever sewn in my life. So then after that, I ended up being a pattern tester for a new bra that's coming out soon, and I can't say what it is or what much more about it, but I will give you a close-up of it on the camera so you can see some of the details, but watch my channel for more. So this is a teaser of the soon to come out bra pattern that I am a tester for, and I used the Power Net from Bra Builders. I think this is their Caribbean color. I had it in my stash. And then this blue stretch lace is from a eBay purchase where someone was getting rid of all their bra supplies. White Duoplex for the cups that I got from Sweet Cups before they closed. And then all of the white findings are from Bra Builders, one of their finishing kits here. And I will give you more details of this pattern and fit once it's released and I'm allowed to. But that is something I worked on, although it was frustrating for reasons that will come maybe soon when I can reveal what it is. But it should be a good pattern once everything's all worked out. And then the last thing I made, but it was earlier in the month, it was a leatherworking make. I made a Starbucks sleeve out of Badalassi Carlo Pueblo leather in this like olive green color, which is really, really nice looking. Feels really luxurious. And I made a tutorial for this. So if you've ever thought about doing some beginner leatherworking and you don't know how to do all of it, or you want a really easy project, check out that tutorial. And I thought this was a lot of fun to make. I made a pink one last month and it's pretty cool. So I didn't get to my dress this month. I had wanted to do a McCall's knit dress pattern. I didn't get to that. And checking my list. Oh, and I did not get to the leather journal cover for the tutorial either. Just did not have time or the motivation towards the end of the month to do it. And with the pattern testing and the extra stuff in there, I still have to make another bra for the pattern test and everything. So didn't get to that, but that's okay. But I said at least one bra and I got 2 in there. Well, thank you very much for watching what I made this month. I hope some of it was inspiring for what you might want to do. And I'll get my sojo back for May, and I have a lot of fun plans for my May stuff, so I'm really looking forward to that. And thank you very much for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment because that really helps, and I'll see you next time.